Independent Age is calling on the UK government to introduce additional financial support this winter for the most vulnerable, including older people living on low incomes. The National Older Persons Charity reports hearing harrowing tales from some pensioners who have stopped showering due to high water costs and eating dog food because it's cheaper. The urgent call for more help came after last week's announcement Consumer Price Index, CPI, inflation was 6.7% in September, the same rate as in August. The unchanged rate demonstrates prices are not falling as quickly as the UK government had forecast, and it now looks unlikely Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will achieve the 2.5% rate he predicted by the end of the year. Joanna Elson, chief executive of Independent Age, said, the inflation figure of 6.7% means the prices of everyday essentials will continue to rise much faster than pre-pandemic levels. The cost of living remains extremely high, and we know many older people on a low income are struggling, often in desperate circumstances. She added, we have heard harrowing tales, that range from not showering daily because of high water costs, to eating dog food because it's cheaper. This shouldn't be happening. The publication of the September CPI figure now means all measurements for the triple lock, which determines the state pension annual uprating in April for 12.6 million pensioners across Great Britain, are in place. Under the triple lock, the state pension increases each year in line with whichever of these three measures are the highest: average annual earnings growth from May to July, 8.5% with bonuses, 7.8% without, CPI inflation in the year to September, 6.7%, or 2.5%. However, there is still a possibility the UK government could exclude bonuses from the average earnings measure, as has been speculated over recent weeks, but even in that situation pensioners would still receive an inflation-busting rise of 7.8%. Chancellor Jeremy Hunt will confirm the state pension uprating during the autumn statement in Parliament on November 22. But despite the prospect of another significant increase in April, Independent Age said 1 in 5 single pensioners, who are solely reliant on the state pension and other benefits for their income, will still struggle to pay their bills next year. Ms. Elson said, there has been a lot of debate about the state pension triple lock, and it's not a perfect long-term solution. However, for the millions of older people living in financial hardship, it is vital in protecting the value of their often dangerously low income, helping them cope with the elevated cost of living. In the short term, the government must act to ease financial pressures that are causing misery for millions of older people across the UK. We want to see the introduction of additional financial support this winter for the most vulnerable, including older people living on low incomes. Along with many other charities, we are also calling on the government to introduce an energy social tariff to provide more protection from high prices and end the postcode lottery of water social tariffs by introducing a single social tariff for water. To stop the annual stress and uncertainty over this issue and give long-term assurance to people of all ages, there should be a cross-party review to agree on the level of income everyone needs in later life to avoid poverty and what the UK government can do to make sure everyone receives this. Estimated state pension payments from April 2024. The estimated calculations show the current annual rates for the full new and full basic state pensions. The monthly payment calculated below refers to every 4 weeks. There are 13 payments made throughout the year. How much someone receives depends on the number of years' worth of national insurance contributions, Around 35 is needed for the full new state pension, but this may be more if you were contracted out. Find out more here. These estimations are based on the wages growth at 7.8%, excluding employee bonuses, and 8.5%, including employee bonuses. Figures have been rounded using the UK government's rounding policy. Current annual full new state pension, £10,600 weekly, £203.85 every 4-week pay period, £815. 47.8% uprating April 2024, £11,427, up £827, weekly, £219.75 every 4-week pay period, £879. 008.5% uprating April 2024, £11,502, up £902, weekly, £221.20 every 4-week pay period, £884. To get the latest record money news, join the conversation on our Money Saving Scotland Facebook group for energy and money saving tips, the latest benefits news, consumer help and advice on coping with the cost of living crisis. Sign up to our Record Money newsletter and get the top stories sent to your inbox daily from Monday to Friday, including a special cost of living edition on a Thursday. Sign up here. You can also follow us on X, formerly Twitter, at @RecordMoney_ for regular updates throughout the day. Current annual full basic state pension, £8,122 weekly, £156.20 every 4-week pay period, £624. 87.8% uprating April 2024, £8,756, up £634, weekly, £168.40 every 4-week pay period, £673. 55.8% uprating April 2024, £8,814, up £692, weekly, £169.50 every 4-week pay period, £678. Join the Daily Records WhatsApp community here and get the latest news sent straight to your messages.